And now, as an amateur golfer, Caitlin Clark is changing the way that people think about women golfers.
Caitlin Clark's incredible presence is really stirring things up. We're even seeing a new rivalry brewing with the LPGA. Nelly Korda, a top golfer, even gave a shout-out to Caitlin, saying she's a huge inspiration for other women's sports. She called Caitlin so kind and said it was just wonderful.
She's so sweet, so nice. It's nice to kind of get to spend some time with her. We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bring people out here, and to see how amazing an influence she is just for sports was really cool to see firsthand.
So what's crazy is that while all this is happening, the WNBA is reportedly not happy. I mean, Caitlin just had this record-breaking rookie season, but it feels like another league is totally stealing her spotlight. What exactly is going on here?
I play out here on tour. I'm Maria. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass on and off the field. But now,
and here's the Caitlin Clark effect, Morgan, with Maria Fossey and other players out here following.
That's good. A lot of fun. Made it easy. Annika, could I steal you for a second? I don't think I'll have like bigger. I can't say bad stuff on TV, but badasses.
Oh, hold on. That's definitely the wrong guy.
Together. We're doing a fun like quickie on that side. There we go. Yeah. I'm next. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hi,
Kelly
Ewing.
I mean, I said it, the buzz from the players
over here, so. I'm distracting you.
For weeks.
No, y'all are trying to get finished.
Has been huge.
Somebody take this picture.
By the way, Allie, an
Ready?
outstanding
Yeah,
point guard in her own right, in Fulton, Mississippi.
Hang tight.
All state
Thanks for being here. Yeah. Good luck. Thanks.
in that sport as well.
Look, Caitlin Clark's star power, it's just undeniable. Whether she's sinking threes on the court, or get this, taking over a golf course, she just grabs everyone's attention. But her recent appearance at the LPGA's Annika-driven by Gainbridge event really kicked off a big controversy. It's actually dividing fans and causing some tension between two huge women's sports leagues. The big question everyone's asking is, why did the LPGA roll out the red carpet for Caitlin, but the WNBA seems to struggle so much to really showcase her brilliance?
You pick up little pointers here and there, and to me that's inspirational. Whether it, just listening to Caitlin, her work ethic and what's important to her, and I mean she's just starting, her round of golf, if her journey. I mean she's just teed off on hole 1 or 2. I've made the turn already.
After an absolutely insane debut season with the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark has totally locked in her spot as a generational talent. She smashed records, boosted TV ratings, and brought so much attention to the WNBA. Fans really thought the league would be celebrating her left and right, but honestly, the reality has been a bit of a letdown. Take her Rookie of the Year award, for example. It was given out in an empty gym with basically zero fanfare. This lack of recognition has left her fans pretty frustrated, especially when you see how other leagues really hype up their stars.
Getting to be with, two of the best to, probably ever play this game, it's super fun and special for me. Like, I'm a fan of both of them, but a fan of, all the women on this tour. I think it's absolutely incredible. So it's special for myself.
Now, the LPGA totally seemed to get Caitlin's crossover appeal way more than her own league did at that Annika-driven by Gainbridge Pro-Am. Caitlin was actually paired with Nelly Korda, who's the top-ranked female golfer in the world. That was such a smart move. Not only did it show off Caitlin's natural talent, but it also brought a ton of attention to women's sports in general. Fans literally packed the Pelican Golf Club just to watch Caitlin swing her clubs. In the media coverage for a Pro-Am event like that, it was absolutely unprecedented.
LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season.
But here's the thing. While the LPGA was just soaking up all that spotlight from Caitlin's presence, there were whispers of serious discontent growing within the WNBA. Insiders are saying that league officials are pretty annoyed because the LPGA totally outshone them in marketing Caitlin. Some people think WNBA veterans feel overshadowed by all the attention Caitlin's getting. Others are pointing fingers at the league's leadership, blaming them for just failing to cash in on her huge celebrity power. The difference, honestly, is obvious. At the Pro-Am, Caitlyn was treated like royalty. Nelly Korda couldn't stop praising her, even saying, "I never watched basketball before Caitlyn. She's incredible." Annika Sorenstam, who hosted the event, said similar things, calling Caitlyn an inspiration for all women's sports. The LPGA didn't just invite Caitlyn to play, they made her the absolute centerpiece of their event, making sure she got all the attention she deserved. Meanwhile, fans are really calling out the WNBA for this missed opportunity. One viral tweet summed it up perfectly. The LPGA did more for Caitlyn in one weekend than the WNBA has all season. For Caitlyn, that Pro-Am was more than just golf. It was a chance to bring different sports communities together, to show that women athletes can shine in any arena. Her humility and charm won over everyone, fans and athletes alike, solidifying her status as a true multi-sport phenomenon. But for the WNBA, her success at that Pro-Am feels like a huge missed chance. It was a moment that could have been theirs to celebrate, but it just wasn't. This tension between the two leagues really brings up bigger questions about how women's sports are marketed and promoted. The LPGA's success in amplifying Caitlyn's presence clearly shows what's possible when a league fully embraces its star. The WNBA, on the other hand, seems kind of stuck in its old ways. They're prioritizing balance over being bold, focusing on highlighting the league as a whole instead of celebrating individual achievements. And that, honestly, risks alienating fans and losing all that momentum.
And yes, she is good at golf, though she almost did take someone out.
This isn't just about Caitlyn, you know, it's really about what she represents. She's a total symbol of what's possible when women's sports actually get the platform they need. Her impact goes way beyond basketball, pulling in fans from all over and uniting them around her amazing talent. The LPGA saw that, and they ran with it. The WNBA, for all its progress, still has a lot to learn, I think. It's ironic because Caitlyn's success should really be a win for everyone involved. Her rise to stardom has brought more attention to women's sports than ever before, and both leagues could totally benefit from her influence. But instead of celebrating her achievements, the WNBA's kind of lukewarm response has turned what should be a moment of triumph into a huge missed opportunity. For Caitlyn, that Pro-Am was just another stage to shine on. For the LPGA, it was a masterclass in how to market a star. And for the WNBA, it was a major wake-up call. Will they finally step up and embrace Caitlyn's brilliance, or will they keep letting other leagues show them how it's done? The WNBA really should be thrilled about Caitlyn Clark becoming a superstar. She's shattered records, brought in more viewers, and injected fresh excitement into women's basketball. But the league's reaction to her growing popularity has been surprisingly quiet. Insiders are now suggesting that the WNBA is frustrated, not because of Caitlyn's success, but because the LPGA did what they totally failed to do: capitalize on her star power. Let's look at the facts. Caitlyn Clark's rookie season was nothing short of remarkable. She averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. She's the first player in WNBA history to hit over 103 pointers and 300 assists in a single season. She won Rookie of the Year and even finished in the top 5 for MVP voting. That should have been a goldmine for league promotion. Instead, the WNBA's efforts to spotlight Caitlyn were, well, underwhelming. Her Rookie of the Year award was given in an empty gym with no fanfare or media coverage. And despite all her accomplishments, fans were left scratching their heads, wondering why the league wasn't doing more to boost one of its most marketable players. Now contrast that with how the LPGA handled Caitlyn at the Annika Pro-Am. Pairing her with Nelly Korda, the world's top-ranked golfer, was a strategic masterstroke. The LPGA gave Caitlyn prime exposure, using her basketball fame to attract new golf fans. They even adjusted programming to cover parts of the event live, which is super rare for a Pro-Am competition. This difference in approach hasn't gone unnoticed by fans and commentators. Social media just blew up with comparisons. One tweet, for example, said, "The LPGA knows how to market Caitlyn Clark better than her own league does. What a missed chance." Another fan echoed that sentiment. Caitlyn is a generational talent, and the WNBA is treating her like just another athlete. The frustration isn't just among fans, it's noticeable within the league itself. Insiders are hinting that the WNBA is unhappy with Caitlyn's crossover appeal. Instead of celebrating her ability to bring attention to women's sports, they seem anxious about losing control of the narrative. The LPGA's quick embrace of Caitlyn has really highlighted the WNBA's hesitation to give her the spotlight she deserves. This tension reflects a bigger issue in the WNBA, a cautious way of promoting individual players. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert often talks about balancing narratives and promoting the league as a whole, rather than focusing on one star. While that strategy might aim for unity, it misses a crucial point. Standout players like Caitlin Clark are what drive fans and revenue. Instead of leaning into Caitlyn's massive impact, the WNBA seems hesitant, almost as if they fear upsetting other players or appearing to favor one individual. This cautiousness is a huge contrast to the LPGA's bold move, which not only boosted Caitlyn's brand, but also brought new audiences to golf. For Caitlyn, the different ways the two leagues treat her are pretty clear. The LPGA has embraced her as a game-changing athlete, while the WNBA seems to be holding back. Whether that's because of internal politics, jealousy, or just a lack of marketing vision, one thing is clear: the WNBA is missing a tremendous opportunity. The LPGA's success with Caitlyn is a roadmap for how leagues can elevate great athletes while benefiting the entire sport. By holding back on giving Caitlyn the recognition she deserves, the WNBA risks losing not just her loyalty, but also the fans she brings with her. In an era where visibility and marketing are absolutely crucial, the WNBA's cautiousness could cost them dearly. And as the LPGA enjoys the glow of their strategic masterstroke, the WNBA is left dealing with a bitter truth: they've been outplayed on their own court. The question now is, will they step up and give Caitlin Clark the spotlight she deserves, or will they just let another league do it for them? Caitlin Clark's influence on women's basketball is truly undeniable. Her presence has led to record-breaking viewership, increased ticket sales, and even caught the eye of sports fans who never really followed the WNBA before. During her rookie season, Indiana Fever games saw a huge jump in attendance, with fans traveling from all over the country just to watch her play. TV ratings for her games also spiked, proving she's not just a player, she's but instead of riding this momentum, the WNBA seems hesitant to fully embrace the Caitlin Clark effect. While her stats and awards speak volumes, the league's promotion of her has been oddly quiet. For instance, after a groundbreaking season, the league sent out a generic press release to announce her Rookie of the Year award. Compare that to the LPGA, which literally rolled out the red carpet for Caitlyn during the Annika Pro-Am, generating national media attention and a buzz that went far beyond the golf course. The WNBA's reluctance to spotlight Caitlyn totally contrasts with how other leagues celebrate their stars. The NBA, for example, has always understood how individual athletes can drive interest in the game. Players like LeBron James and Stephen Curry aren't just basketball stars, they're global icons, partly thanks to the league's aggressive promotion of their achievements and personality. Fans have noticed the WNBA's approach, and they're not happy about it. Social media is swamped with comments criticizing the league for failing to capitalize on Caitlyn's star power. One tweet went viral, saying, "Caitlin Clark is doing more for the WNBA than the league is doing for her. It's shameful." This disconnect isn't just upsetting for fans, it's a missed financial opportunity for the league. Caitlyn's popularity has the power to bring in sponsorships, boost merchandise sales, and attract a whole new generation of fans. By failing to put her front and center, the WNBA is leaving money on the table. Meanwhile, the LPGA is enjoying all the benefits of Caitlyn's crossover appeal. Her arrival at the Annika Pro-Am didn't just create excitement, it brought a fresh audience to golf. From social media highlights to live coverage, the LPGA showcased Caitlyn as a multi-sport talent, proving that investing in individual athletes can elevate an entire league. The WNBA's cautious attitude seems to be rooted in a desire to keep things balanced and avoid overshadowing other players. But the reality is, great athletes are the ones who bring in viewers, generate cash, and keep leagues relevant. By sidelining Caitlyn's achievements, the WNBA risks alienating her fan base and undermining its own growth. As the LPGA continues to embrace Caitlyn and her growing influence, the WNBA is falling behind. The question now is whether the league will finally see the value of its rising star and make the necessary changes to support her, or if they'll keep letting opportunities slip through their fingers. While the WNBA fumbles with its promotional approach, the LPGA has really executed a marketing masterclass. With Caitlin Clark, her participation in the Annika Pro-Am wasn't just about showing off her golf skills, it was a calculated move to boost the profile of women's sport. From the moment Caitlin was announced as a participant, the LPGA made sure the event was a spectacle. Pairing her with the world-ranked #1 golfer, Nelly Korda, was a stroke of genius, creating a story that went beyond sport. The Golf Channel even adjusted its programming to feature live coverage of Caitlin's round, a really rare move for a Pro-Am event. And social media, it was flooded with clips and highlights. Annika Sorenstam, the event host, summed it up perfectly. What Caitlin brings is more than just talent, it's a spotlight on women's sports that we haven't seen in years. Nelly Korda echoed that, even admitting that Caitlin was the reason she started watching women's basketball. This mutual admiration between athletes created a powerful story that really connected with fans across both sports. But the LPGA didn't just stop at promoting Caitlin's presence, they integrated her into bigger initiatives, like the Women's Leadership Summit, where she spoke passionately about inspiring the next generation of female athletes. This smart approach not only highlighted Caitlin's impact, but also positioned the LPGA as a leader in promoting women's sport. The results were immediate. Ticket sales for the event skyrocketed, and social media engagement hit new highs. Caitlin's participation brought basketball fans to the golf course, creating a unique crossover audience that the LPGA brilliantly capitalized on. In contrast, the WNBA's quiet promotion of Caitlin feels like a totally missed opportunity. While the LPGA embraced her as a multi-sport icon, the WNBA seems content to treat her like just another player. This difference is stark and raises major questions about the league's marketing priority. The LPGA's triumph with Caitlin Clark isn't just a win for golf, it's a clear blueprint for how leagues can use star athletes to boost their profile. The WNBA would really do well to take notes, or they risk being left behind in the effort to grow women's sport.